hello. This is Happy Mail Central right here. We've got boxes and boxes of Happy Mail going out. Everybody's is different. Big Mama is
making oxtail soup.
Oxtail soup. Oxtail soup. There they are in the kitchen. And this is very sad. Our room is dwindling. Our room is dwindling. We have Tommy down here on the end. She'll be here till tomorrow. She's all by herself. I've moved her sort of just because I wanted to be around. I wanted to be around, be near Tommy and around people. And here's Dorothy. I did not. I went around.
Thank you very much.
Dorothy is in the paper down here. She's getting paper. And we're going to come on over here. How is everybody? Hello, hello. Hi, Jenny. Hello. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to... Tommy, could you set up your phone so I would be able to see what people are saying? Pretty please. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Tommy's going to let me use her phone. And... you guys, we have said goodbye to Kat and Irma today. They are on their way back to Florida and Georgia. Please pray for them. They are going through storms. And then Tara has left. I think she's going to Wichita for a Renaissance fair. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Ava. Hi, Andrea. Hello, hello. So, okay, so I'm going to be watching this, and we're going to make, well, we'll see what we get to do, okay? Because things are different. Things are different here. But we are trying to get our ephemera caught up so that we are on L tomorrow. I will have L for you tomorrow. I did go ahead and I made my hidden journaling card just like Dorothy made it in the live the other day, or similar. I used the yo-yos here to cover up where it comes in, and I have an index card in the center. I've used book page on the front and the back. My book page was blank. Hi, Big Mama. Welcome. Okay, so that is done and ready for my journal. And let's see. We'll put it right there. I don't want to lose things. Okay, so for our next one, I have the junk mail and book page tag with a job. So this is what I have for my junk mail. It's actually a first day of issue from 1967. I picked this one because it's kind of green to use in my journal. And I have some things here. So I'll show you. One of the things that I did do is I took the side pieces from my book pages. So you know my book pages are like this. I took this side page right here and I ripped it and then I stacked it on here. And that gave the this piece, it made it more sturdy, and it makes it so that you're going to be able to write on that. Okay, so I need a tag with a job. So I'm going to turn my envelope over, and I actually want this part to be the sticking out part. So I'm going to be taking this and putting it onto my envelope. Okay. So, I mean, some of these things are just super obvious. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and come around, and I I'm putting the whole flap down because I'm going to be covering the flap. Of course, if you wanted to, you could go ahead and make a double tuck out of your flap, but I want my flap to go down. Can the page be a tip-in? You know what? It could be several tip-ins because she said pages when she did it, I believe. I'm gonna have to look generally. So, yeah, I don't know the answer to that question at this moment. Sorry. Okay, so I've added this piece in. This is my book page. Remember, on the elements for the challenge this month, your description, the title has a specific thing. This specifically says junk mail. I'm using my junk mail, and then I get to add my book page. All the others, they need to have the book page as the base, okay? So for this one, I want to go ahead, and I have this great origami paper that Big Daddy pulled out for us yesterday, and that's what I want to add to my page here. It is just a little bit too big. Do I have some? I think I left my scissors. It's one thing about going back and forth between two places. You end up having some things here and some things there. Hi, Sharon. Welcome. We sure missed you. You do have Happy Meal coming, though. Hi, Kathy Ashley. Welcome. So we are, like I said, we are dwindled down to the last of the people. Dorothy is taking things out right now. Her and her sister are the next to leave. And then the rest of us are here until in the morning. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to put this on here. So this is origami paper. I've got my book page. I've got my origami paper. I could go ahead and, yeah, I think I will. I mean, heck, we've got it right here. I'm going to pull it over. How are you guys doing on your journals? Do you have all your pages in? Pages all folded. Tommy, I believe you have your pages all folded, right?
All of my pages are folded.
Yes, Tommy has all her pages folded, and everything that she could make with what was here and not using things that she wanted to use from home are all done. So congratulations to Tommy. Okay, so so my origami paper has been added. Okay, and then I have to look around and see the other things because I've put them in other places. Oh, scissors. Got the little ones. Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and add a top to my tag here. We did make a video last night. We went live. We had another challenge last night that we did. It was so much fun. Another one that Tara had put together for us. And so I'm adding lace as one of my 3 things. Hi, Sherry. Welcome. So just trying to get you guys caught up with this. After, depending on if I get to do them all, I have the dresser and the gift card to do also, and that should get us caught up to L. And that includes the ones that other people showed. And then of course we have the R that Big Mama showed us yesterday, the rosette. Now I showed you the kaleidoscope and kind of told you how to make it. It's a round shaker where the shaky things inside actually do move like a kaleidoscope would move. Okay, there you go. Lace and this, and I think I can make this easy and ink-a-dink-a-doo just like this. I've been inking, so.
You made me ink.
I did? Because I was inking?
No, it's a line from Finding Nemo. You
Oh.
made me ink.
Oh, that's right.
And so I think of that every time you say that.
Okay, so just adding, I brought my green pad with me because I had started it at home. I think I can use the back of this. Yeah, so we have a lot going on tomorrow, and with helping to get Big Mama's house back. And so we may be live, but the premiere will not be live, okay? Because guaranteeing a time when we've got people leaving and coming and going. So yeah, so we will have a premiere, and it will be the lace and paper flowers. Okay, so this was that simple, you guys. It's a junk mail envelope. You got a place to write here, a place to write here. Your job is, you've got this place here, and we have this place here. Okay, this was really cool. This was in there. It's you owe me money. It's a you owe me money letter from the stamp guy. So there we go. That can go right in there. And I do have a paint card that might go in here. Okay, it could. Okay, but that is that. So that is our letter J. Junk mail and book page tag with a job. So it's a tag. It's got its little tag topper. Its job is to hold journal cards. Okay. Remember, the job means it's something other than just turning it over and having a place to write. So a regular tag, you turn it over, you have a place to write probably here. But a tag with a job has a pocket, or possibly a pocket down here, or it might have a flip where you can write. You could even add a couple pieces of paper bound in here, and like a little scrappy notebook kind of thing, and that would work. Okay, there is my junk mail envelope. We're going to put it over here because I don't want it to get messed up. So I'm going to show you the gift card with a tag, okay? And this is, you know, the gift card that usually you can make these out of toilet paper rolls also, and you pop that closed and pop this side closed, and you can actually put like candy and stuff in it. But we made a gift card enclosure with a tag. That is our letter G. And so let me show you how I did it with my book page, because that's what we're doing, is we're using book pages. So what I did was I took 2 book pages that had the white area. This is how I did mine. And I'm gonna back them up so I've got more white area. Okay. Hi, Sherry. Okay, so we'll go ahead and I'm gonna put, oh, this is the snotty glue. How we doing, Mimi? Are we
doing good? We just have a few candidates.
okay?
The candidates to do everything else is all ready, and then we just have to print labels or whatever.
Okay.
Whatever you do on that part, Taylor, you know, but
Yeah, I do one at a time.
yeah.
I do it and print the label, package it, put it aside, because
So we
I'm
already got all the packages and all the names are on there, so that
Yep.
helps a lot.
I'm so afraid I'm gonna mess up.
What do you mean? All the names are on the of the, you know, the
Yep,
you know, the strip.
on the
blue
strip. Yep,
So that's a good way to make sure match it to the shipping label.
yep. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I've got my 2 pieces together. I'm gonna come over and cut right along one of the lines from the words. Okay, you know I like the numbers, right? You all know I like the numbers, so I am going to come over here and I'm going to fold this one up. I'm going to line this up with the other paper, because they had a ripped edge and a regular edge. Okay. Then okay. I end up
I couldn't find my phone.
I didn't do that the way I wanted to. Okay. Oh no, I know what I did. Okay, I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna have a short edge.
Do I need to clean up stuff?
Okay. And then I'm gonna come in and cut right inside this. Okay, so it happens to be on this line, so I'm gonna go inside this line. I'm making a little pocket, but I wanted it thicker. Okay, so that's why it gave, hi Derry, welcome. It gave me the double whammy there by being able to make it thicker. Okay, this is going to be my back side where you can journal. So I am going to come along here, add some more glue, maybe. Bye, Regina. Yeah, make sure that you send Big Mama a tag or a journaling card or something to go into her book. So that would be really cool and fun. She can hear me. She knows now. Okay, so this is what I have. I have a pocket that opens on both sides. It is the plain, I use the plain part of my book. If you don't have, you can use your book page. It's okay. I'm going to use this jar lid. It happened to fit perfect on here. I'm not going to draw it on. I'm just going to cut right around the jar lid. Okay, and then I'm going to bring it down to this side, and I'm going to use it on this side. Okay, there you go. Oh, you might want to be nicer. I used the bigger scissors when I did this before. These little ones leave marks. Okay, so I've already made this for my journal, so I'm going to be making this for a journal that I'm making. Oh, thank you. Look at we got hands bringing in the things. Thank you. Okay, so this is what you would find. It would normally, you could, if you were making a little gift card holder, you go ahead and pop this open, pop these two sides down, these two sides down, and you'll have a little pouch that you can put like candies and things in. It might be fun for like Easter or something like that. And so I need the Dear Julie digital that let's see. I need one of the red ones. I've got I've got mostly green, and I've got the at home here, but they're not going to work for Amber's book. So I'm going to be right back. I didn't set that up so good.
Oh, I can grab it for you. Why don't you? I thought it would be right there.
I need a red digital. Okay, well, let's show you. I'll show you what I did on mine. So I took some pattern, so we can grab some pattern or some tissue. I can use this tissue. That'll work on Amber's. Amber is my daughter, and I'm going to visit her, and I am going to be making her a journal while I'm at her house. Okay, so here we go. So adding some tissue. Now on mine, I added ink also. So just putting it on the side, and we're going to do a little collage. Okay, I'm looking around. That's like, oh, I know what we can put on hers. We can put a cardinal sticker or two. That'll be cool. She has cardinals at her house and is just so enjoying them. Oh, perfect. Tommy found some red things, so that'll be good for any of the ones I'm making for her. So look at this little fat guy. He could be sitting on the number, but I'm going to put him down here. Okay, so we have tissue and stickers. And then for our Dear Julie digital, we have a Christmas wreath. We have the red, kind of like the roses on this. Okay, so this is from the antique calendar right here. This page is from a Patreon digital from a January a few years ago. And yes, your Dear Julie digitals can be tiny small. I think we'll put it so that he's sitting on it. So it doesn't look like, because he doesn't look like he's flying. So we'll make it like he's floating. Yeah, the Happy Mail is amazing. You guys, they have been working so hard and they're getting that ready to go out. Some of it is, it's a little nerve-wracking, but it's exciting. The shipping part, which I always say that's the hardest part of things for me, is the shipping. It's like I get shipping anxiety. What if I hit the wrong number and it goes to the wrong place? But God is working really hard here, and I don't think he's going to allow that to happen unless maybe you're supposed to meet the neighbor where it goes. Because he can do amazing things. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take this. So these are Dear Julie digitals. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this one so that it's sitting on that piece. So Amber's journal that I'm making is for her little homestead. And for her to, well, she'll be able to use it however she wants to. But they do have they got started their chicks and their garden. And it's wonderful. Okay, so I have this, and the top I'm going to want to open. Okay, I'm going to want to be able to open the top. The bottom, I'm okay. I want to close it. So I'm going to go ahead and close around the bottom. You guys, I'm going to do the dresser with the 3 drawers next. Okay, so dresser with the 3 drawers, ephemera, or embellishment is what I'm going to do next. So there, oh my gosh, that is so cute. Okay, now you also need a tag. So this is a gift card holder. So this is your gift card holder. We made it out of book page, and then we are going to, so here's mine. Okay, this is my gift card holder. And I added, this was from another book, and I did pattern, and then I added the little goodie to the front there. And so I'm going to add Amber. I had saved this one to use in her book from Dorothy brought the yo-yos. So I'm not going to be inking Amber's because I didn't bring an ink pad for hers. So okay, so there's her yo-yo. Hi Mary. Hi Maggie, welcome. So there you go. Okay, so for the tag, I am going to use this one has white page, and so I'm going to go ahead and come over, and I know I need it to be at least like this big, okay? I need it to fit inside my goodie. Okay, so it's going to be I made it a little bigger than what I needed. That's okay. So this is, again, this is the gift card with a tag. Gift card with a tag. I'm going to go ahead and use the gobbledygoo, or gobbledyglue. We'll come this way. Guys, it's so quiet here. So quiet.
I can make some noise.
I'm like, wow. I don't know, because it's not like people talked while we were live and when we were filming, but I think maybe just them breathing made it louder. Oh, that's right. She brought me the bigger scissors. So helpful. So we can go ahead and cut this down. Okay. And then again, I am going to want to use the jar to round the top. Okay, so I'm gonna, and it's going to work so much better with the big scissors. I shouldn't have all those little pieces, what would you call it, splinters hanging off. Okay, so my tag was a little bit bigger. Yeah, so if I just go to the top of my tag here, my tag is a little bigger than my pouch, and that way the tag comes up from the top. Okay, so cool. This was one of the button jar lids. I borrowed it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use the tissue again. I'm gonna grab a piece going in this direction this time. And I have some words that I want to cover. So, so I'm going to be mindful of that. And I'm just going to go ahead and put my glue on my tissue. Hi, Irma. Ah, you're in Arkansas. Very good. Okay. So Irma and Kat left this morning. Oh, you guys, there's gold splatter on this too. Oh my gosh, there was gold splatter on my phone today from yesterday's, from making yesterday's video. So make sure you watch last night's live. We made, we had a little challenge from Tara, and it was to make a journal out of a paper bag. And then, okay, so I need to add some, I want to add some red. And so, so we all made our little journals out of... Very weird.
I got you now.
Got it? Am I on the glue stick? Yeah. Okay. Yep, and I'm moving it funny. Okay. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Let's see. Okay. Sorry about that. All that movement. I don't know what happened. Okay, there we go. Thank you, guys.
We had a train go by. It might have taken the internet with it.
Oh, a train went by. It might have taken the internet with it, Big Mama said. I don't know. There we go. Thank you, guys. Okay, there we go. Okay, so on this one, I'm going to just add a little bit of lace from, I've got this little scrappy piece that I grabbed from, I actually grabbed it to use it in Big Mama's journal and haven't gotten to use any in her journal yet. She just said, oh, that's beautiful. So hopefully, I've made like 7 pages in her journal. Guess I'll be making another. Okay, so we'll go like this. I'll put this down, okay? So anyway, I'm not going to talk anymore about the paper bags, but you guys can go watch that video. It did not, I think everything about it was okay, except for the fact that it was our last night where everybody, well, the last large group was here. Because we've had people leave before. Okay, so then this can go in here, and if it's too big, just slice it. Just slice it down. But there you go, and that is my gift card holder with a tag, and I have one for mine. Okay, so this one will go in my journal, and this will go in the journal that I'm making for my daughter. Okay, so here we go. The real fun one is next. I have my dresser with the drawers. So there's a drawer, and this one is a pocket. So you need to have a couple that are slotted, and then you can have a pocket. You guys, it is an embellishment, but you can make it so that it is a tuck. Because it's just, it did not say to be a tag, it said to be an embellishment. And if you'd like, I can go ahead and show you how I made this. So I have, you know, my drawers are overflowing, so I have this, and I decided to attach the tea bag so that, you know, we didn't lose it. So there, it's from our tea. From this one, from our tea that we've been having here. Okay, so here are my tiny digitals. I'm gonna put them right here, so when I forget and lose them, you guys can tell me that's where they are. I have gathered the items to make this, and again, I'm gonna make one for Amber. So I have a page where almost the whole page is empty. That is going to be the back. So to start off with, I'm going to take the back one, and I have, let's see. Well, the back one, I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it aside, okay? The plain back, and put it aside, because we're going to build the drawer fronts first. Okay, so for the first drawer front, we are going to make a hidden journaling card. I grabbed a lot of papers, just kind of funny. Okay, so let's see. Okay, now I wanted to do something different, and I'm going to use these as my drawer fronts. These are my Dear Julie Julie digital. It is, I believe they're a Patreon, and it's Dear Julie. Dorothy said the Dear Julie Julie labels. Okay, so these are going to be part of my drawer fronts. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's there. You guys, I brought a stack of digitals. I was cleaning the guest room, and rather than try and find a place to put them or put them all in their folders where they go, I just grabbed the package, the stack, and brought them. I'll see if I can figure out where the empty labels are. I know we have labels like this that have numbers in them in the Antique Christmas digital. It has the numbers, and it has them spelled out also. So these are going to be my drawer fronts. Okay, but I'm still probably going to also put them on the plain paper. Okay, so I have my back paper, which is the most important. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna make our second paper. Okay, so I have a white paper, and I'm gonna fold it over. And remember, I like the numbers, so I'm going to fold it over so that my number is here, so it's actually not in the middle.
Andrea wants to know which digital has the empty labels.
Yeah, I don't know. So I told her,
okay.
I'm pretty sure it's a Patreon,
Okay.
in the Patreon, but I'm going to have to look and see if it's in, and my computer is here and I have the thing, so I can possibly look later. The thing being the little thing that I use. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and cut this one down. Okay. And to start off, I got to figure out how wide my drawers are going to be. That's kind of funny. So this is how wide my drawers are going to be. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this one the same width as my drawer. Okay, we're going to keep this. I'm not going to glue it on yet. I'm going to set it aside. But this is drawer number 2. Drawer number 1, I can use this other piece. So drawer number 1, you're going to take a piece and it can be the words. Okay, but I like them in the right order. Or it can be a white page. Ooh, I like this white page. I like this white page. Okay, so I'm gonna, now this one, I want it to fold over and be the same size as this. Okay, so I'm gonna line it up and I'm gonna pinch it. And that tells me where to fold. So I can go ahead and fold over. Put it down so I know where I'm supposed to fold, and then line it up so I get a straight fold. And then we're going to go ahead and cut this one down. Wow, it went in. Okay. Okay. Now, let's figure out my dresser. Okay, I'm laying out my dresser kinda to get an idea. This one here is gonna be my top. And so I'm going to lay this on top here. And I can go ahead and I can come down this far. Okay, so just under my third drawer. This is how you measure so that you can make a big dresser or a little dresser. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and cut across. And yes, you can eyeball, you can measure it if you want to, but I left a good little space there, like 3/8 of an inch or a 1/2 inch between each one. This one, I have a fold over. It's plain on both sides. And we are going to go ahead and glue it closed right at the edge because you're making a hidden journaling card. Okay, so right at the edge, you're going around. Okay, so there's that. And it would be really good right here if you had remembered to bring your next piece in. I will use one of these awesome pieces from the ledger that Mimi brought us. Okay, so you're going to want something for inside here. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attach my drawer. Okay, so wherever you think is the best place to attach your drawer, I'm going to attach my drawer at the top. If you want to cut your line before, you can. Okay. So my first drawer, top drawer, is going to be a hidden journaling card. I've already got my book page and my Dear Julie Julie digital. Okay. So now you're going to be able to open this top, open this bottom. And if you open them and do this so that you can get back in it pretty easily. And then I'm going to measure this. And what I do is I lay it down, pull it over a little more. So there's glue on one side here. And then I'm going to pull it a little more so that it's easy to be able to get it in and out. You can always cut it later. And then I turn it over, and that's how I measure to figure out what's going to go inside. Now, like if I'm using an envelope, a lot of times a index card's just going to fit the perfect size. But if you're using scraps and things, you might need to measure. So we're going to go ahead and go and try and get this centered. Okay, so there's that's my drawer. But it's going to go inside my goodie here. See if you can figure out which side is glued. Okay, so there's my first drawer. The mechanics of the first drawer done. Okay, the mechanics of the second drawer. So we're going to go ahead and take this one and put it on here. And we'll glue the drawer on the top of this one. And I showed you what we're making, right? We're making a dresser card, because you know it's different. Okay, so now we're going to come and you can measure that. You can put a drawer length between them if you want. I'm going to eyeball it, and then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to turn this one over. And oh darn, I'm losing my 58. I'm going to go up a little higher because I can use that for something else later. Okay. So that is card number 2. Remember, this one is just a card. This one is a hidden journaling card. Hi, Penny Pudge. Welcome. So that's card number 2. And then my third one is going to be a pocket. Okay, so the mechanics of my 3 drawers are made. Now we need to make my dresser. Okay, so what I did is I put ink down on my first one, but this is the one for Amber. So we're going to just use this other tissue that is amazing. There was bags of tissue, oh my gosh, you guys, there was just so much wonderful stuff here. And the tissue bags were incognito. They were from Susan Taylor Brown, and the outside had a blue, like light blue with glitter, and then a green, and then you saw a rainbow. And that's what you could see from the inside, or the outside. But if you took the time to open it, there was there was old-fashioned newspaper, there was rosebuds, there was the most amazing daisies, like from the 60s, or just bright daisies, big bright daisies. There was this handwritten paper. I found a tissue with some green stuff on it. It was awesome, but it was incognito. Okay, so my dresser is going to have this tissue on it. This is the front of my dresser. Okay. You're like going dresser, just in case you just came on. We are making a dresser ephemera piece. And it does have drawers. And then this is a pocket with that we left the drawer open and your unmentionables are hanging out the bottom. Probably would normally be in the top drawer, but you know, it is what it is. They're laughing at me, guys. They're laughing at me. I mean, they are really laughing.
Quietly. We're laughing
Quietly.
Well, I wasn't so quiet.
Okay, so I'm going to get an idea. My drawers are going to go here, so I'm going to kind of pinch. You know what? I think I'm going to go up to the edge a little better with my glue. So we're going to be making the slots right now to put your drawers,
You need
put
to
your
go up
drawers
a
in.
little bit higher.
Higher.
On the frame.
Okay.
So they can see.
That would be good. Be good if they could see. Because I loaned out my things, so I'm out of. I just put it on. I was like, uh-oh, we got to put this on. Okay.
Much better. Much better.
Okay. So I'm just going to pull out one just because I want there to be some side to my thing. Now, I am going to use scissors because if I used a cutter, it will just grab the tissue. So I'm going to use my scissors and try and go straight. We'll see. We'll see how straight I am with my scissors. And of course I'm crooked because my paper's crooked. Okay. So I'm going to come over here, get an idea. Look at that. That is crooked. If you let this dry, then you're going to be just fine. Okay? Okay. So my top drawer, and figure out where I want my top drawer. And I'm thinking right here, because you'll see that's going to get covered a little bit. So I'm going to come over here and put a mark, and come over here and put a mark. And then literally I'm going to fold my paper over mark to mark. Mark to mark. Okay, and I literally folded my paper over, and then I'm going to pull out my goodie, lay it on here, and we'll use the little tiny scissors for this. I'm going to just go in a little pinch and come over and go in a little pinch. Pinch and pinch. Then this is just the easiest way I've found to do this and not go over the place, but we're making our little slot, and then you just cut right along. And if you make it a slot and not a slit, you're going to have an easier time putting your pieces in and out. Okay, so there we go. I have my first opening. Okay, so this will be the opening for my first drawer that's going to fall in there. Yay! How fun is that? Okay, now I'm going to put this one in. Put this one in. Okay, and then we're going to grab the next piece, the next drawer, okay? And I'm going to line it up on my dresser, lining it up, pinch, to the side, pinch to the side, pull this one out or let it fall out, go fold to fold, fold to fold, okay, fold to fold, and then there, thing in the middle so it's centered. Pinch to the right.
They're gonna go ahead and go, Sam.
Pinch to the left. See, I should have put a video up. I shouldn't have done this. We'll pinch. We'll pinch.
I'm waiting for Mary to get up.
Okay. And that is your second slot. And then, so you're going to put your first one in because you want to make sure that you're in the same doop. I guess we're further apart this time. That's all good. We've got a big dresser. It's a high boy. Okay, and this one is a pocket. So we're just going to go ahead, put our glue on, and it's a pocket. Okay, so come down. And there's our pocket. We're leaving. I love you. You take care. Bye. Okay, well, you guys, I guess I will decorate this at another time. Dorothy and Mary are leaving. So I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody goodbye so that I can go and tell them goodbye. Sorry about that. And thank you all for being here. Bye. Bye-bye.